Hello all, welcome you all. As part of this video, we will see overview and architecture working flow of the Kafka messaging system. So let's start with the introduction of Kafka. So what is Kafka? Kafka is an open source Apache project. Initially, this was developed at the LinkedIn Lab, and this is an Apache project, that's why it is free of cost. Kafka is a distributed publish and subscribe messaging system where we can have one publisher and we can have multiple subscriber which are using the message sending by the publisher and receiving by the subscriber. Kafka written into Scala and the Java API. Kafka is a real-time processing system. It means whatever the streaming data we are generating that can be processed by the Kafka, and also it is a distributed and the partitioning system. So whatever the message we are generating that is being partitioned and distributing across the cluster to get the parallelism. Kafka is also very reliable because there is a very less chance that we are losing the data. That's why Kafka is very much reliable and fault tolerant also. Because if there is any loss of the data, if there is any mishappening is there in Kafka. So Kafka is a system which is very much smart enough so that it can recover that lost data or any lost services by itself. And definitely because of the parallelism, because of the partitioning and parallelism, the Kafka is giving you the very high throughput. Kafka also work with the Zookeeper for the synchronization of the various services because there are a lot of services which needs to be work across the network, across the brokers, and those services will be handled by the Zookeeper. So now let's talk about the Kafka architecture. So this is the complete Kafka architecture starting from producer to the consumer. Okay, there are various components between producer and the consumer that we will see. Okay, which are required. These all the components are required in the in working flow of the Kafka. So let's see each of the component one after other. So first one is producer. So producer are the publisher of the message which send data to the Kafka broker. Or you can say producer are the system which actually producing the messages which I wants to pass to the downstream team, and from the producer we are sending data to the Kafka servers. Okay. What is messages in Kafka? Whatever the data which we are passing from the Kafka through the Kafka, that we say as a Kafka messages. Okay, and those messages will traverse from producer till consumer who is at my receiver end, and these messages are in the form of binary code. Next is topic. So topic is really important in Kafka. Whatever the data I'm sending, okay, whatever the messages I'm sending to my Kafka cluster, that message is being categorized and called a topic. So you can say a message belonging to a particular category is called a topic. You can have one topic or you can have any number of topic in your Kafka system. Next is partitioning. Your topics will be further divided into partition, so you can have a one partition or you can have a many number of partitions. Okay, and whatever the data whatever the data inside the partition, that can be assured in ordering of sequential, but across the partition we cannot get the assurance of the data in order or not in order. Okay, so moving further. Next is Kafka offset. So Kafka offset is what? Along with each of the partition, we have a one unique key. Okay, that is nothing but a sequence ID. We also say that, which is helpful to identify any Kafka and any partition within the Kafka system. Next is replica of the partition. As we are very much familiar from our Hadoop system, what is the replica? So the same concept applies here. Replicas are nothing but a backup of the partition on your Kafka broker on or on your cluster. Okay, so in case of any disaster or in case of any fault, so you can get back to your data, you can recover your data with the help of replicas. Next is broker. So broker is actually the system within the Kafka cluster who is actually maintaining your published data. Okay, and your broker can have one partition or any number of partition, whatever. So broker is everything in Kafka, as you can say. Okay, is kind of node in Kafka cluster, we can say. Okay, next is Kafka leader. Leader, so we can have multiple nodes, and combination of that node will become the Kafka cluster. So in there, one of the node will become the leader, and which is responsible for all read and write operation towards the consumer. Okay, and rest of the nodes will become the followers. So in every Kafka system, we have one leader and rest of multiple followers, and that is the leader responsibility, that which partition will be belong to which consumer. So moving further, the next is what is Kafka follower. So as we have seen, we have at least one follower and any number of, sorry, at least one leader and any number of followers in our Kafka system. Okay, so let's say in case of any one of my my leader fails, so one of my Kafka follower will become my leader and rest of the follower will work as it is. Okay, and this is the completely automatic process. Here the selection of the leader from the existing followers will be done by the zookeeper. Next is Kafka cluster. So group of machine is called a cluster, that we all know from our Hadoop system. Okay, so Kafka is having one or more broker, you can say, or one or more number of node. So combination of those node or the broker is created as a Kafka cluster. Finally, we have the consumer. So consumer are the entity which actually read the data from the broker. Okay, and consumer subs can be subscribed to one topic or any number of topic. Okay, that is assigned by, that is taken care by my leader broker actually. Okay, now the last is consumer group. So we can have one consumer or we can have multiple consumer. So group of consumer will form a consumer group. Okay, so this is all about the major component within my Kafka. So let's have a quick roundup about my Kafka working flow or for each of the component. So here we can see on our left hand side, we have a source system. So source system can be your any sensor data, your IoT data, or any real-time streaming data. That can be your source system, which is producing the data and wants to workflow. Okay, so here is your producer, which is taking the data from the source system and in the fashion of round robin, any key based ordering or acknowledgement based ordering. Okay, whether you want acknowledgement from the consumer system or not, based on that, producer will send the data on the Kafka cluster. So on the Kafka cluster, we have the messages, and messages will further divide it into the topics. Okay, based on my category. So cat topics will again further divide it into my partitions. Okay, so we will have many partition or one partition for each of the topic. We have all the offset keys of also for each of the partition. Okay, now these partition will also get replicated on my cluster for the fault tolerance purpose. Okay, now this is my Kafka cluster, and here we have all the brokers. So group of machine will form a Kafka cluster here. And here you can see we have a zookeeper. So zookeeper is actually coordinating all the services. In case of any leader fail, rest of the follower, okay, in there, one follower will become the leader, and that selection is done by the zookeeper. Now therefrom, all the topics, all the partition will be taken by the consumer. Okay, and now consumer start consuming the data. It can be one consumer or it can be a group of consumer. Okay, and then finally we receive the data on our target system. Okay, That is all about the working flow on very high level of the Kafka system. Thank you. Please let me know if you have any query, suggestion, please mention in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video. Please share, subscribe and comment.